Morning guys, welcome to day 3 of week 6 of the Guildford City Fitness live stream. Had a great time with you all yesterday, having that back and forth chat, so keep it coming. And well done for everyone that took part in the challenges. As always, log them on any platform that you want. Just like wake my mouth up a bit more. We're going to do an IM based warm up this morning. So that would have been IM skipping, but for you guys, it's going to be Simon Says. So we're going to start off with squat to hip lift. Some of them are the same as we did the last 2 days, but I've Frankensteined them to make it more IM. So squat to hip lift, feet a bit shoulder width apart, low as you can. Nice straight legs with a straight back. Squat down again. You can call it cheating, but I like pulling up on my toes so I can get more depth on the squat. Like that.
Morning from B.
How you doing, B?
Morning from Eleanor.
Very good morning to you, Eleanor.
Morning to you both from Zach.
6.
Morning, Zach.
Reverse lunge and rotate. Hope you're having a great day, Zach. So, dealer's choice on this. You can either go 3 on one side, as long as you lead with your chest bone and rotate over your lead leg. So you can go 3 on one side, or you can alternate. So 1 and then the other. I'm going to do 3 on this one. But you've got to stand up in between.
Morning from Cara. Morning from Julian. Morning from Robin. Robin's core has now recovered.
Oh, good. Hold on, I'll catch up sooner. We'll catch up eventually, Robin. Hope Jamie's doing okay. There's no reason why I can't make sure you're doing the work properly.
Yeah.
Reverse lunge and rotate, and then 6 walkouts.
Morning from Sam. Morning from Tom. Morning from Nancy.
Sam, Tom and Nancy, thank you very much for being here. So I'm not so fussed about the flat back on this. Round as much as you have to. Get a big stretch in your lower back. And then go to a nice steady press up plank position. And then you'll soon find out whether your core's recovered.
Morning from Maddie. Morning from Kira.
6 of them. It's quicker for you guys because you've got less distance to walk compared to me. And then leg swings.
Morning from Yash.
How you doing, Yash?
Jamie's watching TV again though, so she could have been a mini coach.
Can you imagine it? Jamie, how's my form? Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Jamie, just every now and then you just need to shout out, straighten your back.
Okay, side to side. So again, we like doing one leg than the other one. I think of some anatomy questions.
Morning from Scarlett, morning from Sienna, morning from Charlie.
6 and switch. So I'm remembering this morning, guys, that just because you don't feel that you've recovered doesn't mean that you can't get a good range of motion on these warm-ups. You might feel a little bit tight, but for me, those swings are about as good as they always are. So this means you have to think a bit more about how can you recover more effectively. 3 IYTWs.
Morning from Tegan, morning from Sophia and Danny, morning from Isla, morning from Ella.
There's so many names there. Thanks for joining in, guys. Right, nice, slow 2 seconds up. Don't hook your hands. I keep doing it, that's why I keep remembering. Don't hook them. Because if you do that and pull, you'll get more reach, but it's not reach that you've actually got. You've created it. So up, down, don't chop the wall. Here you go. 2 seconds out, and make sure that your wrist, your elbow stay behind your body the whole time. So 3 in each position.
Morning from Morgan, morning from Ruby, morning from Savannah, and morning from Nicholas.
Morgan, Ruby, Savannah, and Nicholas. How you doing, Nick? Thanks for joining in. Got a bit of backup from the coach's side. And then burpees. So everyone should be getting pretty good at these. You can do them off a reaction key if you want, but you just want 4 massive burpees. So anyway you want, make sure you don't hit anything. The area is clear. So
morning from Scarlett and Michael. And Hannah.
Big jumps. Very quick drink, and then we've got Simon Says. For those that are eagle-eyed among you, you've got animal movement, so I've made animal movement its own warm-up for tomorrow. So I'm not going to include them in this morning, Simon says. Even I might do it out of instinct, but
You should
start thinking now. You guys start thinking about different animal movements you want to see.
try and come up with something that a hamster would do.
Yeah, go on with the hamster race one.
Yeah.
What we'll say is if you put it online with today's challenge hashtag, if you have to give me demonstrations so I know what to put on the camera, then I'm more than happy to consider them. Right, Simon says, in
And
3,
you guys can come up with a name for it as
2,
well.
1, go. 806. So, touch the ground. Simon says, touch the ground. Make sure if someone's watching you, they count up how many mistakes you make. So, star jump. It's 1 burpee for everything you miss. Simon says, star jump. Jump. Oh, I've got to do a burpee now. Right, Simon says jump. Okay, Simon says run on the spot.
Got someone asking if we could have done the bean game this morning, so throw 1 or 2 beans in there.
Put some beans.
Yeah.
You guys are obsessed with that game. Okay, Simon says star jump or jumping jack. Simon says squat. Simon says touch the ground. Simon says touch the ground. Simon says sit down. Simon says stand up. Simon says squat. Simon says jump.
Oh, wow.
Finish.
Morning from
It's easy
Sam
for me
and
though,
his
I'm-
mum.
Who's on?
Sam and his mum.
Morning, Sam and his mum. Thanks for being here as always.
Thank you very much for your time and dedication.
Just glad to be here doing it.
Uh,
3, 2, 1, round 2. Let's do it.
Loving the socks.
Oh, thank you.
Morning from Pranath.
Okay. Simon says
Oh god.
split squat.
Sam has done 3 burpees so far.
3 are. Simon says other split squat. I owe 1. I didn't forget. Simon says split jump. Sit down. Simon says stand up. Jump. Simon says stand jump.
Morning
Simon
from
says
Harry.
split jump again. Switch sides. Simon says run on the spot. And sit down. Simon says sit down. I'm not noting, so I have to run through the rest of the session. Starting with the right day, like earlier on. So, bit of movement skill work to begin. Frog stands. I'm going to spend more time on the wall than I am in the frog stand today.
Don't
So-
forget your burpee.
So, frog stands. Into sky sit up. Into aeroplanes. The sky sit up can just be a normal sit up or eccentric fallbacks. I'll talk through all the variations of that one. 8:08, plenty of time for if we get going. School people to get involved. So 10 seconds to grab a drink, and then we will begin with frog stands. So a big massive cushion, but like I say, I'm going to be on the wall for most of it. 3, 2, 1, let's go. I mean, I'll try it, but so balance is the name of the game. Couple of seconds on, couple of seconds off. But the cushion's too big. Give myself too much credit there. Yeah, it's getting easier. Make sure the doors are closed. Okay, you can dedicate yourself to one element. You've got 10 seconds left. Let's finish on a wall hold. Hard to tell time upside down. And relax. Priority, whenever you're in that position, guys, toes through the door, hands through the floor. So push, don't just hang out. You've got to make sure that you're creating as much work through the connected chain as you can. So that's everything from hand to toe. And you're on to sky sit-ups in 3, 2, 1, go. Too much momentum. So for me, for younger ones, Nice, slow, controlled down bit. For those that are more advanced, feet up on a higher surface in the ground. Pull yourself up.
Morning from Manon. Sorry, a bit late, just got back from a run.
Smashing those runs, Manon. Well done. Ugh. 10 seconds left. The slower you do that down bit and concentrate on everything below your belly button, and some of you are probably fried from yesterday, relax, the easier they get. So my lack of years in swimming is really showing up there because you're all amazing at those whenever I see them on poolside. I get airplanes next in 3, 2, 1, go. So I'm essentially playing catch up. Well, don't know you guys. I jinxed it. I was going to say it was way easier this morning. So out, turn up, hold at end position, and then relax. Under control, switch over. And again, when you come out of it, you'll gain a lot more if you control the drop. So from there, and then out under control. Break time. So don't get really good and be like, oh nice, and stop, because it just reinforces that pattern if you can go into the side and slowly return to normal. Little break, round one done. Great job. But yeah, obviously your balance. Those weird positions should become less weird, and then I'm going to have to get way more creative. So the more evidence I see of people nailing these things, the more creative I can get. Within the realms of reason, of course. 3, 2, 1, go. Don't expect to see anything weird like you do on the internet sometimes. It's all going to be meaningful. Right, wall stand to me. So try and get your head through your hands, because if you do it this way, I mean, you wouldn't be doing a handstand in that position. Point your toes, and then walk yourself down. So break it up. If you're happy spending 45 upside down, that's okay. About 10 seconds left, so I haven't got time now. But you'll learn it quicker if you do a really good 10 seconds and 5 seconds off, and just go in and out. 3 amazing 10-second efforts. Relax there. Into sky sit-ups. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. So the problem, the drawback to using something to pin your feet down is that you can drive your knee at you. So if I use that, if I'm not honest about it, I could just do this all day. I can even go streamline. You can see how amazingly strong I am. Take my feet away, you'll get a good laugh out of it. I have to swing, so it means all the strength isn't coming from where you lot need it the most. So 3, 2, 1, into airplanes. So it's actually better if you get someone to hold your feet, they'll be able to tell whether you're pushing up against their hands. So round 3 will be me just trying to show you how I'm going to work around that. 2, 1, airplanes. Again, repetitions don't really matter on this. It's just 20 seconds of practice. So if you get really good at them, you don't then just go 20 seconds of like up and down. If anything, you would go 20 seconds, maybe 5 seconds in each position. So like 5 here, there, and relax. You're going to stop in 5 seconds. 2, 1, relax. So I'll just do the whole round on the other leg next time. Another 30 off, and we'll go back into it. Or did I miss time? I mistimed, dang. Okay, a bit longer on the rest. Into frog stands. So for this round I'm going to do wall walks. Instead of that hold, I'm going to go up into a full incline You can only do it if you have someone watching you and you're safe with lots of cushions around you. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm not even going to take my feet off the door because I can't, but the point is that I'm safe. So even if you are able to do them, but you haven't got supervision today, don't risk it. Walk down. A little bit longer, I'm going to go for one more quick hold. As long as, again, push through your hands and out through your toes.
Morning from Lily Johnson.
2, 1, relax. Okay. And this guy sit up. Thanks for joining in, Lily. Glad to have you with us. 2, 1, go. So start at the top. Try and hold. Again, cantier and ex-cantier from last year. We'll remember doing this one. Actually, a lot of you at the start of the season, if you remember, worked in pairs. Happy to hold, and if you couldn't hold it, you went into no full-on sit-ups. But again, controlling from here. If you feel it in your hips, so I'm talking to parents as well as myself here, if your hips start to complain, just relax and go for an assisted sit-up. And then we'll relax before we go into airplanes. Again, the whole point, it's not a movement skill, so you're just taking the time, breaking it down as you need to emphasize this part of your core. 2, 1, go. So obviously make it harder. Push your foot down and through the ground. So that's messed it up for me now. Switch sides. I said I was going to do the whole thing in this leg anyway. I've already messed it up. So from here, use the wall if you have to. Nice straight leg the whole time. And then relax. Good job everyone, round 1 done. I'm going to look back at my own videos, but that felt easier. So I'm pretty sure I've made some progress. Hopefully you have too. Just, even look at your own, get someone to assess, get someone to tell you. If you've been using the mirrors or photos, you can check your own progress too. I'm pretty sure week 1 I struggled to keep my legs straight. But again, if you give your leg something to do instead of just balancing on it, being here, and pushing your foot like you would at the end of a jump, it does organise your body a bit more. So it's always worth remembering. I'm wasting your rest time talking about that when we should be talking about part 2. So you've got push-ups, pullovers and dips. You'll need your table for the dip part. Push-ups, you can go wide, narrow, kneeling, belt. Belt's priority number 1 though, to be fair. If I had enough kit to jerry-rig it, I would. That's, I can use a dressing gown cord, but it's not elasticated so it won't work. But having someone pull you to help while you hold that body position is going to help you 1,000 times more. Pullovers, so you'll need your bag or a bunch of books, and then dips. Like we always say, hold the body position and go slow on the way down. So, last 15 seconds of rest.
Can we see the hamster?
You can see the hamster's enclosure. You nail this part of the session, you can see the hamster. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, I think she's asleep at the moment, but
This cushion's too high.
we will have a little look.
So I'm going to go 1 normal, 1 wide. And then back to the normal. The reason being is dips focus on your triceps quite a lot, so there's not really any benefit to me doing this. And wide again. Making sure this part of your arm stays upright the whole time. Don't let it drop out side to side. Relax. So then you want to pull over. Use some books. So 3, 2, 1, go. Jerry rig.
I wondered what you're doing with my sketchbook then.
Let's go start drawing. Alright, there's loads of heavy books behind me, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Next round. Priority here, lower back. So as you're going overhead, pull your hips up a bit higher. And try and pull back using your lats. So if you measure this muscle here, it's going to pull your elbow back into this position. And relax into dips to grab your table. I'm going to go in 3, 2, 1. Let's start. So,
I feel like Pipsqueak's going to be the motivational award. Like, whenever they do anything, get through a really hard session.
I think the only anatomy question I remember dangling was if 3 different people, tell us what 3 things they can do to make the lat stretch harder, I'll do an extra 30-second plank today.
So if you were doing a lat stretch, what would Jordan be telling you could do to make it harder?
Yeah, for people that have got clicky pain on the way down, instead of worrying about the push up, just control yourself. Relax now. It's rest time before we start round 2 of part 2. So from the top, control the fall, and then just relax. Bring your feet back under you, walk it in, and we'll just get better at doing this. And less the pain. So that's fine for now, but let us know if the pain starts to concentrate more around your elbow from doing that. Should be fine. So back into push-ups, back to the rest. So another.
We've got someone saying push your hips outwards for the lat stretch.
That one, number 1.
Yeah, lovely.
Part of my brain was like, why? 2, 1, go. This book's not heavy enough.
So, Eleanor asks, could you start the stretch from a higher height and push further down? Would that be something you could do to make it harder?
That wasn't one of the ones I was thinking of, but it would work very well.
Yeah?
So yeah.
So that's 2, well done.
Oh no. So, normal and wide, because remember, dips are going to hit your triceps more. That could become another question. So these sections are now becoming educational as well as motivational.
Well done, guys. Just one more thing that you could do to make a lat stretch harder.
Leave that there.
And then Jordan has to do planks.
I know. Pullovers. In 3, 2, 1, go. A bit heavier stuff. Where's the DVD thing?
That's under the stairs, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's okay. What we're going to use? I'm going to need some bigger hands. Always come prepared, guys. Ugh. There you go. Only works if you can get your fingers around everything that you're holding. So this combination of core and back. Just make sure as you do it as well, you want your elbows to point forward. So we can relax there, but as you do it, instead of your elbows pointing to the camera, they've got to be pointing down the way. dips in 2, 1, go. Nice bent knees. I mean, I wouldn't because it would slip, but if you have your feet elevated, it makes them a lot harder as well.
Could it be to reach to the side? That's from Maddie.
Would that come under reach your hips out? Then he's going to have to be moderator here.
And then we've got, what about if you turn your chest away from the
No!
for a lat stretch? So
That's it. Yeah, twist your chest.
I think that's what Maddie's saying as well. Go to the side.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah, to be fair, I do say ribs. There's like 5 things, but I only asked for 3.
Yeah.
I've been too generous.
Well done, guys.
You did it.
Plank at the end of the video.
And no, you're not getting a longer plank because you came up with extras. Okay, relax. Round 1's done. Round 2's done, sorry. I feel like you've all done such a good job. I'm going to make the rounds longer. Yeah, so in position, Ellen is absolutely right. If you put your hands higher up so you can push, if it's too low, your face would hit the floor. If you go higher up, get more reach, that'll help. Hips off to the side, ribs off to the side, twisting chest. So there's 5 things you can think about.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to start round 3 in 2, 1, go. Here's your 30 seconds off. Remember the belt setup. You'd be in this position. Belt under your chest. Some of you have done it with me. But just get someone to lift you up at the bottom. I tried to buy resistance bands for myself, but they're sold out everywhere. So if anyone's looked and found resistance bands online, let me know, because I'm desperate for a couple.
So Tegan said that she'll do the extra 30 seconds with you because she feels bad.
Well, was Tegan one of the ones that got it right?
Yes, she was the one that said turning your chest.
I think she was sat there with all 3 of them.
Yeah.
She's one of, there's a few people that we sat there would have done them all. Okay, and relax.
I can always count on Tegan to make you do planks, it's great.
I'm counting a few of them now.
Yeah.
But if I just said 3 things, someone would have gone 1, 2, 3, and
Yeah.
I would have been doing it straight away. Pullovers, 2, 1, go. That's my jerry rig.
Robin's going to do them as well for you.
Thank you, Robin. Let's see who else can get involved.
Yeah.
I love the double-edged sword of the whole thing. Like, I'm going to do a plank, and then everyone's like, "I'll join you."
Yeah.
I think I'm being ridiculous.
Robin was who said to push your hips outwards. So.
Oh, I feel like I'm taking one for the team. Like, oh, you've all learned, but at my physical expense, and everyone's like, "Oh, we'll just join in."
Yeah.
Why not? One team, one dream.
Look at you with all your cheesy puns.
I hate them. Where I used to work, used to always
You
find
just
that.
cringed a little inside when you said that, didn't you?
I did. That part of me was already gone from years spent working there. Start was at 45. Oh, I'm getting better at this. Right, dips to finish up the session.
Cara will do it too. I'm going to do it for Kira. Grace says she'll do it too.
Thank you, great. Oh man, what a team we've got going.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. So I'm glad no one's said anything about dips so far today. If I try and do a straight leg, can you tell me what happens to my back? Because I'm pretty sure if I do it with a table this high, if I do a straight leg. Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Your back's not curved or anything.
Wrist feels weird.
Too much pressure on your wrist.
Yep.
Lily's going to do it too. God, look at you. You've got a good old team that's supporting you.
A lot of assistance. Well, this is a good day for me. The other main thing here, guys, is that you want to push up as much as you can at the top. So 3, 2, 1, relax there. So with dips, you don't want to just come up here. It's the same as everything that we've been trying to teach you over the last couple of weeks. With pushing stuff, don't just wait at the top. You can come up and stop everything. So try and get your shoulders really up as high as you can. So it's the difference between finishing here. Ugh, my wrist.
Savannah and Manon are going to do it as well for you.
Oh my gosh, that's everyone, isn't it? Okay, 8:30. Holy cow. Yeah, I feel bad, like I feel like I rush because I want to talk to people, but we can get everyone done, everything finished by 8:30. I think a lot of people go to school at 8:30. So I'll make sure that they can get the work done if they want to. Right, so pre-cool down. You guys especially, so aerobic set plan for tonight. You guys are doing your aerobic session tomorrow, part 2 of the day, of the morning set. So you're definitely going to make sure you're taking care of your cool downs. I've been enjoying all the creativity I've seen so far as well. Foam roll. So paint your quads. So knee on the ground. Just because if you have your foam rollers and you're happy doing them, don't copy the static stretching if you would prefer to do this. The point is, if you are doing it, you just do 30 seconds for now, just to see how you feel. Whoa. And then don't forget you can bend and straighten your knee as you go through into hamstring stretch. So for those without foam rollers, that's going to be block from the bottom. So relax down here and then lift your hips up. So I can tell from doing that and to walking everything on my upper hamstring. So here.
Thanks, Jordan, from Sam.
You're very welcome, Sam. You and your mum had, if it's the right Sam, had fun with us today. Oh, switch legs if you didn't. So, what I find really tough with this is leave your leg over the top, and then try and push your heel away. So if you straighten your leg and lift your hips up, that's the best way to hit your hamstring. If you do this, and just go backwards and forwards, personally I don't feel like it does very much. Because it's not hard enough off the ground, so it's called flossing. That's the technical term, that's the common term for it. So if you lie on the roller and contract and relax, it's called flossing. Remember that one. And to hip stretch, you can do hips on this one. It's a bit harder to communicate on a camera, so I'm just going to go with, we did pigeon yesterday, so we're back to standard. This could become another one. I might just go over all the key stretches. How can we make them better? Actually, let me know as well in the comments, like all the things that I've said, like push your hips out. Do you actually feel them? Because it'll help me think of other ways to communicate it when we go back. If everyone says, we like the extra planks, but we didn't notice the difference. Oh.
Thank you both of you. Have a nice day, but I still have to do the plank, so I'm not going yet. That's from Robin. Thank you guys. Really appreciate these sessions from Maddie. Tegan says thank you, and I'm ready for the plank.
Yep, me too. Again, you guys keep yourself a little bit warm. Into lats. So like we said, I'm grabbing the table. I put it away out of habit, but we know you can do the same level of stretch without the table. The foam rolling is also very good for this one. We start wide. You can go narrow, that's another one. Again, if you've got that, you almost know the difference between that and this. I don't feel anything. Hips off to the side.
Thank you both so much. This was a lot of fun.
Reach.
Bring on the plank from Grace.
Twist.
Thank you, Jordan, from Harry. Yes, definitely feel them. They burn so much after a tough session.
They do. And then the other one that I didn't mention as well, 7 things. Wow, you can really open these up. Pushing down. So, without getting too technical, if you imagine most of you, when your hand comes into the water, it's normally over your head, and then you normally have to try and catch something. So from here, if you can pull a little bit, it's kind of like I'm starting a pullover. And so if you go stretch, a couple of seconds squeeze, and then relax again, just see if you get a bit more stretch. It's the exact same principle as the chest stretch. If you're going
So,
here.
thank you, Jordan. Thank you from Sam. Really good. Thank you, Jordan. Great session. I'm good for the plank.
Who's that from?
That one's Natalie Glyn Jones.
Natalie, oh cool. Is that pretty much everyone now? Push and relax. So again, same principle. You're in this position, hands over your head, a little bit of push, as long as you feel something around here, and then relax again.
Thank you from Charlie. Thank you, Jordan, for another great session. From Eleanor. Thank you very much for a great session. Really appreciate it. I'm ready for the plank. From Cara. Thank you from Savannah. I might do the plank with my Swiss ball from Tegan.
Ooh.
And thank you for a great session. Yash is ready for the plank.
Plank. God. A wall hold would be more interesting.
Yeah.
We'll progress to that. But if people are still learning it, I don't want to do it as a... Planks are a staple.
Oh, and we said we'd show Pipsqueak's home. So that is where she is, but she's in her bed at the moment, down in the second shelf, so she's fast asleep.
Ugh. I've been trying to train Demi to not just pick her up all the time.
Train me?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Alright, plank time. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Thank you, Jordan, from Lily. Can't wait for the plank. Here we go.
Right, I've got my clock up so I can keep count. Don't mind whether it's press up. If it is, make sure you're pushing down hard the whole time. So you're trying to condition your shoulders, or you can drop the forearm and drive your elbows in. I'm going to go up again so I can see the computer. And relax. 30 seconds is a bit short.
Yeah.
It's fine, I'll have more questions and then I can justify them out. It means you guys are learning. Okay, I'll think of a few more. I might even ask some coaches to see if there's anything they want to see if you can talk about from a training perspective. Or I might even throw in some questions from the talks. There you go. So speaking of which, tonight you've got Kate again at 6 PM, Facebook Live. Make sure you're there or you're watching the YouTube. I might come up with some different challenges. If you can answer questions based on the talks, we'll get you to join in with that at the end as well. Speaking of challenges, today's one, you're going to be doing some more jump testing for us. So same as the last couple of weeks, broad jump and vertical jump, best 3, ownership, so tag the club on whichever social media platform you want if you're sharing. You go hashtag your squad name and then hashtag ownership. Vertical jumps, as you always have, standing height. Some of you may have grown over the last couple of weeks, you never know, even if it's just your arms. So always remeasure this just to make sure that it's consistent and you don't lose jump height because you grew and the deficit was smaller. High as you can, post-it note or chalk, measure the deficit, and then broad jumps, toes on the tape, measure from the heel. So wherever you jump to, you measure where your heel gets to. I said on the other video when I explained this that unless you're superhuman, there'll come a point where the week's worth of training isn't going to make you jump further or higher. Just in the same way that every session you go to, you're not going to swim faster off the back of them. So this then becomes a way of you measuring how well you're doing. So if you lose like 10 to 20 centimeters on your broad jump and you feel a bit tired and you've been for a run and you're maybe not feeling 100% that day, that'll back that up. So for you guys, I don't want to overcomplicate it, but that could be the reason why. And if you start to answer questions like that and you've got like evidence for why that might be the case, it starts to help inform your conversations with us and with your parents about maybe, like, sometimes I'll have days where I just drink too much tea and not enough water, and I'll feel a bit tired, and then you remember, I haven't had any just water today. And those are things that like loads of adults could do a lot better at. Like, I'm not talking about the club and I'm not talking about swimming, I mean in general, looking after yourselves. So, keep a track of your jump records, keep a track of your endurance tests. These challenges are a great way for you to start putting together what you look like as a person and an athlete.
Cara did a 2-minute plank, and Robin said, first of all, that the hamster house is huge. Yes, it is. And thank you. Have a nice day. I have to go to school now, but thank you. Bye. And thank you, guys. Great session as always from Pranas.
Was it Cara or Lily who said they did a 2-minute? I don't know why I thought.
Cara.
It was Cara. 2 minutes show off. I don't think I have 2 minutes in the bank, but we'll get there. If you guys keep answering questions the way you do. Thank you all very much, and thank you, Pranas, for tagging in as well. It's good to have you with us.
Have you mentioned the talk tonight?
Yep.
Yep.
Did that before I did the challenge.
Perfect.
So Kate's thing, and then remember, if I come up with questions for it, you'll only find the answers on the talk. So get that done. Have a great day. Thank you for being here, and that goes for everyone from Guildford City to you as well. Have a
And
good
from me
one.
and Pipsqueak.
And from Pipsqueak and from Debbie.
Bye.
Bye.